Hello. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing? Hi. Hey, guys. It's Pam here with the Pam FAM, ready to do something different. Well, this didn't turn out as good. I was trying to do like a cute bow, like you know how they do the hair, and yeah, that didn't work out so well. Hi, guys. Hi, Marcia. Hi, Uncommon. Oh my God. Hi, Mighty Strong. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm actually really nervous. For those of you here for the first time, well, everybody who's here in here, they've been here before, but this is for the folks that are watching this on a replay. If you choose to watch it on a replay, I am Pam, and this is a Pam FAM, and normally we talk about luxury fragrance and beauty. And I decided today to do a live doing my makeup. I'm a little nervous. Okay, I'm a lot too nervous. I'm a hella nervous because I've never really done it live. I've done it where I've taped it before. Ouch, taped it before, but never live. So I'm excited. Yeah, I'm trying. I see Marsha here. Marsha's here. Hi, thank you very much for joining me. And Uncommon, I think he is gone because I only see one person in here. And Mighty is here. Thank you very much, Mark. I'm trying to work with that beat. So guys, again, if this is the first time you're here, please make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well if this is something that you're interested in, makeup as well as luxury fragrance. We normally talk about luxury fragrance. That's kind of our shtick, okay? So today I am doing makeup with Black-owned beauty that I have in my collection. I have like a lot of one brand in particular, and last year I started delving into other brands, and so today I pulled some of those out. So let's see if I can. I have a towel here, I have paper towels, I have a wet sponge, I have everything. But what I did is I brought my brushes in. These are primarily my eye brushes, and then my face brushes, and these are just dusters, literally the dusting under my eye. That's where I store these, and how I store them is a regular divided compartment that I think I found this at TJ Maxx, and then I took my refer boxes, placed them inside so I can divide. So I divide my flat brushes that are more flat blenders. I put those in this box, and then at the front are my eye pencils, or see the brushes that you use. Let's see, there we go. The brushes that you would use as under your eye, those tiny brushes, pointed brushes. And then in the center are all my circular type brushes that I use to blend out the corners or the interior of my eyes. This is a very old, this brush is going on. This is 12 years old, this NARS brush. And so, let's see, there we go. It's a wedge, and then you see how thick it is, right? And so I use this normally on the side like so, and I flick this way. So that's in that center right there. Of course, I mentioned my under eye powder and my One Lone. I brought this from the back. All my fan brushes I store in another box like this. All of these are Wayne Goss, Sonia G, and yeah, Wayne Goss and Sonia G. And then right here are my flat brushes. And these are the brushes that I use to lay down. So these are I have very small eye space to use for makeup. I have a lot of this, but it's all fleshy. So I use, normally all the magic happens here, and I blend upwards. Whenever I try to create those larger cut crease and stuff like that, to me, it doesn't look right on my skin because of the movement of my eye. So it never stays one place. So sometimes either the makeup would migrate or it would seep into my wrinkles. And I do not think that is a good look. It just looks like I'm trying too hard, pretty much. Hi, Niffy. I just saw you. Hi. Hello. Thank you so much for joining. We've got 4 people in the room, so all I'm doing right now is kind of going over the brushes. I brought these here because as I'm doing my makeup, a lot of times I use the same brush for about 2 or 3 days, 2 days actually, and then I'll wash them. And I tend to use the same brushes over and over. So I decided to bring these out. So this is what I store them in, and I divide it up so it makes sense to me. So what I also do is, as you all know, if you watch any of my makeup videos, my makeup is stored in a Alex 9-drawer shelf, as well as it's also stored. I have a bathroom drawer right there. And so my makeup is also stored in there for the most part. These are the brushes that I'm currently literally using, and they're not ready to wash yet. This is a brush by It Cosmetics from the Velvet Luxe line. I have quite a few of these, about 5 or 6 or maybe 8 of these. Not this particular one, but different kinds. This is my favorite. It's very flimsy. It's very good for putting on bronzer and giving that nice bronze appearance on your skin so it doesn't give you a harsh line. This is a Refer brush. This is Refer number 19. You could use this to set under eye powder. You could use it to contour. You could use it to apply blush. You could use it literally if you press the brush, not the ferrule, but you press the brush, you could go down the center from the eye, coming around this way and flicking downwards, and that will give you a nice contoured look on your nose. That's kind of what I like to do. I don't like harsh lines on my face. And then also what I have used this for is applying contour under my chin right here. The Fenty contour stick I've used, well, yeah, the Fenty, I use it as a contour stick under here. That's what I use that for. Now, the funny thing about these Refer brushes, and when I say funny, I mean funny haha, as well as funny peculiar, is that the white bristles on here, although they're Refer brushes, I love them, they're handmade. They are not as soft as the Sonia G brushes, but one of the things is that they're a little more sturdy. Okay, so you can wash them a lot. I find that you can wash them a lot more as long as you're washing them this direction, right? And you can use these with liquid, cream, and powder. Whereas with my Sonia G brushes or my Wayne Goss brushes, or my Sonia G, this one is still in the plastic. You have to be extremely careful about what product you're putting in there. Unless it specifically says can be utilized with liquid and cream, I would stick with powders, okay? Especially since you pay all that money for them, all right? But white-haired brushes, technically, you could use these across the board for anything. So let's see who else we've got in here. We've got, oh, thanks. Hi, Maud. I didn't see you come in. Hey. I saw Niffy. Hi, Niffy. And hi, Jen. Hey. Guys, I'm so glad you're joining me. I was like, ain't nobody gonna show up, ain't nobody gonna want to see this. So this jar, I used to go and spend a lot of money on storage until I moved here. So I have a ton of storage. Those are the ones you buy from the Container Store. So I reuse those in different ways, and hopefully I'll get some time to do how I store things in another video. But this right here is literally a jar, either jam or something was in this, and I just, when it was done, I just washed it out and I cleaned the bottom and make sure it was dry. And but this is what I use. So I use jars like these in the bathroom. So I'll have like my brushes that I'm using, my clean brushes, because this is stored inside the cabinet free in the bathroom, right? This doesn't stay out because when you keep your brushes out, dust gets on your brushes, which can also damage your brushes, okay? So that's, and a lot of them I store laying down. So I have a lot, 50% standing up, my current brushes and my backup of my brushes, they lay down, and that's how I store them. Or if they're, I have nowhere else to put them, I store them laying down. And I learned that from a lady on YouTube called Fude, something is her last, Fude. She does a lot of Fude. I should have, honey, can you bring me some tea, please? And please don't come here with that. Yeah, but you're trying to get in my video. No, I probably that's why you got the helmet on. So nobody sees my face. I have absolutely, put on the fan for me too, please. I'm telling you guys. Yes. So Miffy says that a makeup and storage video would be, oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I store my makeup functionally. I know that a lot of people have their stuff really pretty and stuff. Yeah, that don't work for me. I store it functionally. Honey, can I get something to drink too, please? I will. What do you want? Thank you. It doesn't really matter to me. Just I'm thirsty. A bottle of water and then some tea or something. So, okay. So makeup brushes I'm using. So I have another one of these, a bigger version or whatever for my eye brushes. And then the big brushes in another one. So they stay separate and easy to use. Okay. So let's see here. I have used, oh, yes. So I've only cleaned one candle. And I love how it turned out. And I tried a second one, and I don't know what I couldn't get the candle stuff out properly. But it's the process where you put water in it, you put it in the microwave, and then you clean it, wait for it to lift up and you clean it out. And I don't know if it's the jar is too big. So I have a bag in this back junk. I call it the back junk mother-in-law room. I have a bag of candle jars filled with, the remnants of candles. I have a bag back there. So what I also have, and I literally just pulled this out today to transport into this room. Thank you. Bye. Is this. Now, if you have limited space, meaning you have a bathroom that has just a sink and no storage on top of the counter, which I have a large counter and everything, it's just cluttered. You can get one of these at Bed Bath & Beyond. I got this on sale at Bed Bath & Beyond. It is by Interdesign. I got it on sale from $18.99 to $12.99. And what this is these little handles. You see, this is brand new. I literally pulled this out of the bag. I've had it since like January last year I bought this. And I just didn't use it. So you pull these out and you sit them on top of your sink. So as you're doing your makeup, all your stuff is in here and you're doing your makeup, and then you slide these back in and you tuck it under your sink or your cabinetry or whatever it is. Does that make sense? So today I chose to bring it in here. I have my powders and my bronzing powders, my foundation and everything. And then I just tuck, these are the palettes I'm going to be using today. And then I stuck like my eye pencils and stuff. And then of course you don't go nowhere with no perfume. So I brought, in honor of Black History Month, I'm using Black owned makeup brands, trying anyways. I brought my Maison de Darius sample package because that's the perfume, that's normally when we're finished putting on makeup, we put perfume on. And then all my lip products are here. So that's this right here. Again, you see, you can slide that in, slide that out, sit it on your sink. Okay. That's what I'm storing the makeup in that we're going to be using today. So you'll see me going in and out of frame. Okay, let's see if anybody else came in.
Is Missy over?
Missy is
Missy,
not.
come here.
Oh yeah, she's here. Okay, let's see. Okay, source. Yes, Maud. It's really literally easier to store your items, in my opinion. I'm looking for my tissue. Everything is all over the place. I thought I was organized. Apparently I'm not. Oh, there it is. Everything was all over the place. I can't function that way. I'm disorganized organization, if there is such a thing, I don't think. And so what I have charging over here, I mean, I turn that so it doesn't blind you, is my Simple Human mirror. This one, it got a little loose, so this sometimes slides down. And then I also have everything, like I said, Black owned brands, and I'll talk about it as we go along. And this here is another, my eggs, Black owned brand here. So let's see. I think that is it. Let's see here. Yeah. The funny thing is that once I stored my stuff in drawers, it took me weeks to do it. But once you do it, guys, and you just, even if you just throw it back in the drawer, you putting your things back in the place that it's supposed to be. So, excuse me, guys, my nose is running a little. So that's what I think I actually appreciate by learning to store my items. Hopefully when we move, I'll get a larger bathroom and a larger closet space, or a place where I could actually sit down and do my makeup and not be worried that it falls on the carpet and stuff. Because that's one of the reasons I don't do my makeup in the bedroom. I built a vanity and put mirrored on it, a mirrored vanity and stuff, but I don't even use it like for that. I just use it for storage. So, okay. Oh yeah, it's a great mirror. So I had two of them. I have this one that let's see if I can do this here. I can do it like this. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So you slide your finger down like this and the light goes down, and then you slide your finger up like this and the light brightens up. There are much more advanced ones are available right now. This is an old one, an older one. And then my daughter, I gave her my very first one, which is my favorite. And this is 5 times the magnification. I technically need 10 times the magnification, but this one I could use. So if I need 10 times the magnification, I normally use one of those handheld mirrors that I have somewhere around here, you know, a $5 mirror. The only thing is that the 10 times magnification, I get used to it, so then I can't see when I try to see other things that has less magnification. So I have to train myself to not like be not having to do the 10 times magnification. Let's see here. Hi, Teresa. Thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate you guys coming over. Oh, thank you. I actually, and my immune system. Yes. I have, I buy my teas from TJ Maxx. The majority of them are from TJ Maxx. And there's so many like, the berries and all that kind of stuff, and which works really well. But today I got up late. I was trying to study and I was just struggling today. I didn't go to bed until like 6 o'clock this morning. I don't sleep, guys. My PTSD is like really kicking in. Excuse me, especially it links, right? So for me, it kind of links when people, I don't even know these people and they're dying and stuff like that. Like this morning, I woke up and I saw like Rush Limbaugh passed away. And Lord knows, me and Lush, you know, I'm not a fan or anything. I wasn't a fan or anything like that. But just the fact that today you're here and tomorrow you're not, and that literally freaks me out. You know, freaks me out a lot. So, you know, yeah. So I am up a lot. I don't sleep a lot. And then when I try to study, nothing. I'm retaining absolutely zero. Absolutely zero. I'm reading the same book. I've been reading the same book, the same doggone chapter for the entire weekend. And today's Wednesday. And I haven't gotten past page 4 where I have to go back. I'm reading about Jomini right now. He's a guy that was in the French. He wasn't in the French army or anything like that, but he helped, you know, Napoleon liked him and whatnot. Yeah. So, okay. So let's see here. Can't post comments to some destinations. Okay, that's fine. So let's see here. Let's see what we got going on. Let's go ahead and get started. We've got 10 people in the room. What I don't have, the only thing that I don't have brow products because I didn't buy Rihanna's brow product. And I don't have brow products. And I'll tell you what I don't have that's black owned. So normally when I'm doing my makeup, if you watch any of my videos, you know that I like, where is the doggone? There we go. I'm sorry, guys. Turn this way. I don't, I like this because it's, number one, it's cheap. And it does the job. So this is a brow shake, and this is by Rimmel. There's another one by CoverGirl that I use. But normally when I put my makeup on, this is the first thing that I do is my brows. That way, if I forget to do anything, at least the brows are done. That's kind of my rhetoric in my head. And I am using Mother Pat's or Auntie Pat or however you want to call Pat McGrath. This is her primer. Again, I have complained about this before. Look at that label, guys. Look at that label. This is supposed to be luxury. This doesn't look like luxury. Okay? This doesn't look, no. The answer is absolutely not. But it's a good primer. So, you know, I didn't send it back. So normally I'll put primer on my skin. Right, particularly on my cheek. And when it's this type of texture, I press it in like so. I rub it in. And the reason I press is, I don't know if you can see, but I get like a, like pilling on the side right here. So I'll press that in. Let me see if I can bring you guys a little closer. Or I could scoot up a little closer. Yeah, that's better. Let me see. Okay, yeah, that's a little better. So I press it in. And then I take the remnants that's on my finger and I swipe it over. And see, I have to be careful because as I'm doing this, I can feel it pilling. And I can't stand that, guys. It irks me. As my mother would say, it irks the bejesus out me. Now I'm looking for my doggone wipes. Ah, there you are. So this, I don't have any black-owned wipes. I don't have any black-owned wipes. This is by Beekman 1802. I have a whole bunch of these. I received this for Christmas for my mom. They sell this on either HSN or what's the other one? It's HSN or QVC. But my mom got me the lotion and stuff for Christmas in 2019, and I love this stuff. And I told her how much I loved it, and she bought me a whole bunch of the wipes. And so what I do not to waste is I tear it down the middle, fold this bad boy, because I'm not going to be using all of this, and put the rest back in the package. I'm telling y'all, I like to spend a lot of money on stuff, but I'm not wasteful when I don't just, no, I'm not wasting it. I am just not wasting it. So I wipe my hands off. And now we're going to start with the brows. So you shake up the brow shake. And this, the reason I do these, guys, it's so much easier. I can hear myself echoing. I'm speaking too loud. I apologize in advance. This is so, so easy. When you do your brows, oh, the pilling is driving me nuts. When you do your brows, you know, with this right here, all you're doing is, you could do it crazy, meaning like, not like sloppy, okay? That's kind of my shtick. I do it sloppily. Like so. And this color is a sort of a light brown, like a grayish type of brown. So it looks a little more natural. I don't have any natural brows, and I mentioned this before, I tried to, I started the process of microblading and I never finished it. I started it like 2 days before we moved here. And I started it in Texas. I don't know why I did that. And I never got an opportunity to finish it. So, yeah. Whatever. Whatever's clever, right? I'm trying to keep you guys closest to me. There we go. Maybe that's better. Okay. So once that's done, the next thing I'm going to go in with, this is by Oma. So I have 1, 2, 3. I have a couple of concealers here. I've got by Oma, I've got Beauty Bakery, and I've got Pat McGrath. I have those 3 brands. So this is by Oma, UOMA. This is a black-owned brand. And then I have Beauty Bakery, which I also like this. I did a review on this when I first purchased them, and I wasn't feeling them as much. But as I started using them more, I recognized how to make it work for me. And so I didn't take them back. I think I only took back the foundation. Let's see. Maud said, use candle jar covers as, oh, that's a great idea, Maud. Oh, that is pretty awesome. Thank you for that idea. Yeah. Yep. I have been, 2 weeks ago, I think I got 4 hours the entire week of sleep. I didn't get much sleep. Maud, that is such an awesome idea. Hi, Heavy on the Chai. Hello. We just started. I just did the brows. Well, I'm doing the brows. So the lightest color that I have for the concealers that I brought out here, again, Pat McGrath, Uma, and Beauty Bakery. And the lightest color I have is the Beauty Bakery. I have more, like I bought duplicates. I buy like 2 at a time. I don't know why I do that either. I just do. And so what I would do is I'll take this MAC brush, which the number is off, but it's the MAC, the flat brush. Let me put it in the back of my hand. I think it might show up better that way. Please forgive the wrinkles. Okay. So it's nice and flat, and it's a synthetic brush. And what I do is I just literally tap it on like so. And normally I'm looking down in the mirror, so I'll tilt the mirror up, tilt my head up, look to the side. Yeah. So what do you guys did today? I mean, most people, y'all snowed in too. We've been snowed in. The post has been closed. And oh, it's dark now, so you can't see the snow, but it's been quite the adventure. So this morning when I looked up, I saw there was more snow than it was last night when I went to bed. So now my garden lights, you know, the pathway lights, the pathway lights, the snow has come up all the way up there. So normally that's what I would do. Just do the back first, the tail end of my brow first. Again, I will keep apologizing. This is my first time doing this live. I will figure out how to like connect my camera, my M50, to the computer so that you get better vision and view and close up and all of that stuff. Maybe next time if this turns out okay. All right, so when I do the bottom portion of it, then I would take my concealer brush, and this is a Sephora brush. They come in the larger and the smaller size. I have the smaller one because it's easier to use. And this is a slanted brush, okay? And I will just take this. You could use this, or you could use, no, I use these because it's easier. And I just take it and I brush, take the back portion of the slanted portion, and I just blend it downwards. Let's see, not snowing, let's see. Cool and windy, and tomorrow night through Friday we're getting snow. Okay. Yeah, we're supposed to be as well, but I'm going back. We're going to work on Friday, and then on Saturday I volunteer to help out in the clinic because we have people giving shots and stuff. Snow. Oh, I saw that on the news. I saw that on the news. There was this apartment building that pipe busted, and it like water was. Oh my gosh. And people put it on Twitter too. You know, some people they film it and they put it on Twitter. If he said it's not snowing in London. Okay. Yeah. So that's all I do is to clean that up that way. Makes it very easy. In my opinion, it makes it very easy because the sharp line that I created remains, and then this just blends down into the skin. Now you can also do the top brows, and if I'm doing the top, what I do again, I start off with the tail. So I just hold the brush upside like this way. Let me do this side. Like so. And I'm putting the brush flat like so. And that's all I do really is just move it. And then just, that's it. A little bit the remnants. You don't need to put any more. And that's that. And there it goes the brows. That's it. You could use a darker concealer. You could use a lighter concealer if you want to. It's really whatever you feel like doing. And so that it doesn't make a mess. Even in the bathroom, I wipe my brush off and I just put a tissue on the side there. So I'm gonna have, what do you do with the water? There it is. So yeah, that's not good because Texas isn't used to this kind of weather. That is true. So the sad thing about it is that I don't think insurance covers all of that stuff. I really don't think so. That's what I'm concerned about. Ours covers some of it, but I don't think they're ready for that. And people are already out of work. Because of Corona. That's going to be something else. Okay. So once I've done my brows, I determine whether or not I'm going to do my eyes first or whether or not I'm going to do my face first. Today, we're going to do eyes first. And I pulled out the Pat McGrath. This is the Mothership. I want to say it's Mothership 4. This is the Decadence palette. And I bought this when it first came out. So I was one of the few that was like, oh, I want to collect all of them, like from the jump. I just started. As soon as they were released, I was buying them. But what I did is I also, when Pat first came out, we were doing them in bundles. So almost everything I bought from Pat McGrath back when, before she was doing the onesies and twosies, I was buying bundles. So that's how I bought these. So this one here, See the colors? So I'm going to try and recreate the look that I had yesterday that you saw in the thumbnail. And so that bright blue that's sitting up here, oops, wrong hand. This one right there is probably going to go in the corner of my eye. And then I'm going to work my way outwards. And so that theory that I've been using with the bright in the corners lately, that's for me, that style is reminiscent of how I used to wear my eye makeup when I was a teenager in the 80s. And so I wasn't doing a whole lot of this. I was doing more just color blocking on my eyes, because back in the day with Madonna and stuff like that, that's how we dressed. And then I'm going to also add in, this is Juvia's Place, the Masquerade palette, because I believe a lot of people have this palette. This way, here we go. See, and it's got beautiful blues in there. And because this palette I know this palette is over 2 years old, it's probably not going to, I'm probably not going to get the color payoff that I want. And that's why I made sure that I pulled the Pat McGrath palette out so I could use them to counteract. Now, I don't know. I haven't used this Juvia's Place palette like in a long time. So let's see here. Let's see. Insurance covers the frozen pipe as long as you maintain heat prior to losing power. Okay. Got it. Okay. How do you decide on eyes first or face first? Okay, so I decide to do my eyes or face first depending upon the colors and if I know the consistency of a product. So if I know that there is going to be a lot of fallout, it's particularly with the Pat McGrath, these colors, although they are quite gorgeous, they are just phenomenal. They're just phenomenal, okay? Let's see, I don't want this to blind you, so there we go. There we go. With these colors right here, the ones that I might get a little bit of drop off is if it's not as creamy. So what I would do is I would put my hand in it, rub it on my hand, and look at that. Look at that payoff, guys. Look at that payoff. Okay? And so you could take this and put it on your eye. And if I'm seeing anything at the bottom, then I know that, or if I put it on my hand and I see crumbles on my hand, I know it's kind of dry. So I don't want to put on my makeup first and then put on eyes, because then I have to redo concealer. And look at that, I wiped it and it's still there. Look at that. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Quality, quality, quality. Yes. Governor Abbott approved federal emergency declaration for severe weather. Awesome. Yes. Okay. That is awesome. I was freaking out when I saw that video on Twitter. I saw it on Twitter about 2 o'clock this morning. I was like, holy mackerel. Thanks, Niffy. Yes. They're gorgeous colors. So the easiest thing for me to do yesterday, the look you see in the video, it's bright, then subdued, and then just cool out on the side. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a lay down brush. And this is an old. When I say old, I think I was stationed at Fort Leavenworth. So this is even before I became an officer. This is a Lancome brush. This is Lancome number 12. Old. And it's small, right? So it makes it easy. Hi! Hi, my dear. How are you, wonderfully made? Thank you so much for joining. Yes. So yeah, this brush is very old. So I have this in my favorite lay down brushes at the moment. You can find these at TJ Maxx, by the way. But if you live near me, wait till I go to TJ Maxx so I can buy them first. But these brushes are also great lay down brush. And you see the shape? It has a pointed tip, so it fits nice in the corner of my eye, especially my fleshy. See, this is what I'm telling you guys about right here. Okay, so I can't do all that cut crease and all of that. No, it'll be a hot cut mess. That's what it'll be. And then the other one, this is by Morphe. No, this is Ulta. This is also about 15 years old. This is about 15 years old. Same thing with this one, as a matter of fact. And then I also have a nice tiny brush right here. And this is by It Cosmetics. And this, I don't know what number it is. I just know it's nice and tiny. Just turn it. There we go. That's better. You can see it against my skin. Okay. So I'm just showing you guys. And this is a great Smashbox lay down brush. Okay. So I have options. And of course I have MAC. This is a 217, or I think. I can't see the numbers rubbed off. And I also have Sonia G's. This is the Sonia G's Builder 3. I use this to build color up. This is a little thicker, and it's a beautiful blender. Okay, so let's go in with the Lancome brush and the blue that I want to use, because, and see that? The blue that's going to go in the eye is this one right here. And this, the one that's right, oof, Lord have mercy, the one that's right above it, this one right here, the color is, I cannot read it, it is Dahlia. So those two together, inside, then the Dahlia, and then I'm going to counteract it with a darker blue that's in the Pat McGrath palette that I don't know the names to these things, to be quite honest with you. I'm going to move the keyboard out the way, but I have more room to play. Hey, that I've been rhyming a lot lately. I don't know what's going on with me. All right, so let's get started. So we will start with the color I'm starting with is from the JUVIA'S place. Again, this is the Masquerade palette. And I'm going to go in with Zola. I think I'm going to try and do like, I don't know if you guys watch that beautiful Ashley. She does great makeup. She's a blending bloody queen, man. So she, yeah. Ooh, my eyes. Actually, I have to prime my eyes because of the color. And I will go in with the Uma. No, that's not a lot. So 1, 2, because I forgot to bring primer. That's one thing I did forget to bring. And then I'll take this concealer brush and just pump that on there, pump my brakes. So I just put the concealer brush like so. Again, this is very impromptu, and I am learning. So I'm asking for my apologies right now. I'm giving out my apologies right now because you can't see us close, right? And so let's do this eye first because it's closest to you guys. And I just put it right there in the corner, literally, and flip it up. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Right? Guys, Juvia, I don't know if y'all canceled JUVIA'S place. I didn't. I didn't. I like JUVIA'S place products. I just like Pat McGrath, and I spend money on Pat McGrath, and so I tend to use Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona more than anything else, right? And then what I'll do is I'll take the tissue that I told you guys about, and I'll wipe off the majority of the blue on same brush, right? And then all I do is I go in with the brighter blue, which is Dahlia. And I'm taking it and I'm putting it right on the edge, right here. And I'm just pressing that in. And so it gives a gradient effect. I like these bright colors because I don't know if y'all don't know, but I'm from Trinidad, and it's February is normally carnival time. And so my eye looks have been kind of, you know, to go with carnival and playing mass and stuff like that. I haven't played mass or anything like that. I'm just, you know, I just love carnival. I like looking at the costumes. I like the competition, the Queen and King competition, all that kind of stuff, right? And that's it. So those are those two bright colors. Let's see, did I miss anything? Yes. The only thing is Fashion Fair didn't have, I could never find a color for my complexion because I have sort of an olive and orange. I have a combination of golden, orange, and olive tones across all over my face. And a lot of times Fashion Fair used to get number one, get all over my clothes because, I mean, it wasn't where they make, you know, products as advanced as they are now. But I loved the colors. The lipstick colors were gorgeous. You know, if they had continued with Fashion Fair, I think, and they had continued to elevate as with, you know, utilizing science to make, they would have been a beast to deal with right now. So now we're going to go in with a darker color right here, a darker blue. This one right, oh, it's this one. This is the darkest blue right here. And it's sort of a teal. That's the one I did the swatch on. I'll do a swatch again. Look at that color, guys. So you could take this and swipe it all over your eye, but I'm not going to do that. That's not what I want to do with this look. I want to keep all the color concentrated right in the center. And so I'm just going to take that blue and place it right on the edge. And the reason I do my eyes like this, you can't even tell I have on three. I have so much eyeshadow. I'm trying to use up all my eyeshadow, but you can't tell I have on 3 different eyeshadows. I just look like one color. So just the fact that I feel bad if I don't use my stuff. Oh, hi, Miss Dragon. Oh, I love you too, my dear. And oh my gosh, in looking right now, look at that. You cannot tell I have on 3 different blues. 2 from JUVIA'S Place. First, second, and third is by Pat McGrath. Using one brush, and when I use one brush, all I do is I clean the brush off with a tissue. You could also use a, I call it cheesecloth, but it's those cloths you use to clean cars and your mirror and all that kind of stuff. You could buy a whole batch of TJ Maxx for like $5 or $6, or you can spend $30 and buy one from Natasha. Not Natasha. No. What's her name? Sonia G has one. It's really pretty too. Okay. All right. So that's that for the brightness. This is coming out a lot brighter than I thought. On camera, it looks like, woo, child, girl, googly muggly. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in the center. Put this in here. I don't want the blue to get on anything else. Put the brush there. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with, let's see, that's too thick. Another lay down brush. Let's go in with, where's my favorite NARS brush? There we go. The other ones. So now I'm going to go in with the NARS brush, and I'm going to go in the center on top that blue, and I'm going to use the Pat McGrath, which is this color right here. I could also use this orange color right here since it'll go with my shirt. So I'll use that. Nope, it's kind of red. Now that I put it down, it ship shapes. Yeah, it ship shapes. Shift shapes. Wow. Guys, look at that. You see that? Gold, orange, pink. Gold, orange. How freaking cute is that? Ooh, now I could sit down for hours in my closet or on the floor in the bathroom or stand for hours in the bathroom playing with my makeup. Actually still have fashion fair makeup. Yeah, I need to declutter some of my stuff too. But let's keep it neutral. I'm gonna go in with that original goldish pink color right there. I'm gonna go in with that. And let's see. Yep, this eye is closer to you after me. And I'm laying that on top of the blue. I can't go too high again. I have hooded call it soft tissue, hooded eyes. So I have to keep it low. I've seen videos where they put it high, how to do cut crease for hooded eyes and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, that ain't gonna work for me. I've tried it and I look a hot mess. I sure did. So one of the things I don't know if you guys watch Crystal. So her name is It's Crystal. She has a channel on YouTube. She's a professional makeup artist, does runway, print, all of that stuff. Okay, so one of the things that I learned from her, because you know how we dig in, is not to dig in. Because when we do Project Pants, we tend to dig in trying to waste the product, right? And so she talked about using little at a time. And so I have been practicing using a little at a time, right? And so bringing it forward. Like so. right? And now I'm gonna go in with, let's go in, that's too big. What's my MAC 221? This is a Refer 14. There we go, that's a little better, right? This is nice and fluffy, so I'm gonna use that on the outside, but I am actually gonna, I'm gonna set up, let me close this before I make a mess. I'm gonna set that up with this round brush. This is a Refer. It's actually one of the prototypes, but if you look, you see that? It's soft, but it's dense at the same time, and it's all perfectly rounded. See that? So what I do with these is I use these to roll the product onto my eye. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into in here, and I'm going to use, I need my magnifying. I'm going to use Burkina. She's a muted brown, this color right here. I'm going to use Burkina. She's a muted simple brown. And what I'm doing is I'm rolling the brush. See that? You roll the brush. Ooh, that light, guys. I wanted to have light so y'all can see, but I think I have too much light. So I roll the brush in like that in the product. Tap off the excess. And then I go wherever I want this to stay, to stop. You could use tape. There is tape you could buy at Ulta that you could put on right here to keep it from going too far. But as you get older, you will notice you want to do your eyeshadow going upwards and outwards, always giving that illusion that your eye is lifted, okay? So see that right there? And then I would just mark where I'm going, and then I just roll it in. That's it. Mark where I'm going, and I roll that brush in. And once I got where it's going, and I've marked, you see that? I've marked that neutrality, right? Know how many videos? Hold on, I missed that. I'm sorry, Maud. No matter how many videos of makeup I watch, when it comes down to it, I find myself just rushing, boom, boom. Oh gosh. Hi, Pat. Let's see. I use the heck out of my Juvia's Place, the Violets palette. I haven't bought any Juvia's Place new palettes. My last one was the bright green one, and I gave that away to a family member, a teenager. My auntie came up for Christmas in 2019, and so I gave it to people I know would use it more because I have greens. I have lots of greens and like my Pat McGrath and stuff like that. So I've been trying to use that. If I spend all this money on products, I really need to use it. So now that I've gone and I've marked off that color, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lay down, because this is also a brush that I use to line or to give me a nice line under. I put a little bit more on, and then I come down at the bottom, same color. And then all I'm doing now is I'm defining it by putting more on there just in the corner right here. That's it. And hey, Maud, you know what? This, I mean, it won't be as dramatic with the blue eyes in the center, right? Because you could take blue eyeliner or blue shadow and create brightness with your under eye pencil, which is what I like to do. So you don't necessarily have to do it in the corner. Like I said, it's Carnival in Trinidad, and so this is an ode to my homeland. All right, now I'm going in with this Refer number 14, and I'm gonna blend that sucker out, and I'm going to take the same color, but just a little bit on the brush. You could barely see any in the brush, and I'm blending that out, and I'm going across the top as well right here. So I'm blending, just gently holding the brush at the end, like so, and then just going in like so. Yep. And that, you see that? How light? So all you're seeing when you're looking at me, all you're really seeing is this blue right here. If I wanted to tone this blue down, right? If you're like, oh my God, Pamela, that is too much blue. That's too much blue. Again, this is Carnival makeup, right? A little bit of spice, right? So like you blend that in, If you wanted to tone it down, all you had to do is I get a tissue, no, not a tissue, I'm sorry, a wipe. Let me get that other half of that wipe I was saving. And I'll show you a trickery. If you wanted to tone that blue down, you could go in with a darker color, but sometimes you don't want to put makeup on top, right? So what I would do now is I would see if it has too much, like right in here. Instead of doing like this with a brush and making a whole muddy blue brown mess, what I will do is I would wait until I'm done doing my eye. Then when I'm putting on my foundation and stuff like that, I could clean that up with my foundation and my concealer. And I'll show you that in just a second. So let's move over to this eye here. Let's do this one here. And look, Maud, look how quick this is done. It seems like it's a lot, takes a lot of time, but it's only because I'm talking through. Oh, almost forgot. Hey, almost forgot my orange. Or my... Put that on top. And I roll that brown in. And I don't know if I learned this rolling the powder in from a makeup artist at the MAC store, or if I learned it from YouTube, or who I learned it from. But you know, I hold my brushes. I don't always hold them like this. I sometimes hold them like this, right? And I roll. It might have been from Wayne Goss. Somebody taught that. I don't remember who, so I can't give credit if I don't remember. Right? So that's what it looks like right now. Okay? Oh, that's the TV. I was like, Lord, I'm about to lose power again, Jesus. But then I have this going on. So I technically, and then I just come down here in the end, same color, and just punch that color in and go in circles right down here. Give me that nice little... All right. So we can shut you down because I'm done with you for now. Okay. So now, before you do your under eye, you want to put your makeup on, the rest of your makeup on. Okay? So you take your wipe, because I have makeup down here, which I actually kind of like. I like makeup down in the corner of my eye, but I don't want makeup here because I don't want my concealer to be blue, right? So I'll just clean up right under here. See, I got the blue off from right here because it, you know, I told you these colors tend to me. I knew that it would give me how you call it, fallout. I still see glue on my lashes from last night. Putting on, I try magnetic lashes. I haven't found anything short of paying money to have lashes put on. I haven't found anything yet that I like. Okay. So I see glue on my lashes from last night. All right. So now the easy part. So that's done right there. The easy part, well, actually it's the hard part. The hard part would be to go in. I have my eyeliners here from Pat McGrath, because that's the only black owned. I have all four that I have is the blue one that come in that bundle that you buy. So I bought the blue one. This is called Blitz Blue. I also have Blitz Brown. And this one is Black Coffee. And then the one I use the most is the Extreme Black. So black tends to, unless I'm doing something with black, it tends to be real crazy on, you know, I have a shaky hand. So what I normally do, and I always sharpen my pencils right before I use them. I always sharpen them. I just don't show that in the videos. So I know I want a wing eye. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw with a pencil how I want the wing eye to look, right? Because I'm telling you this, I have tried, y'all. Your girl have tried so hard to do a wing lash like all them fancy people on YouTube. It don't work for me, especially with these lashes. I mean, with these eyes. So what I do is I tilt my eye this way, look down, right? Let me bring my mirror down a little bit. So I tilt. This doggone glue is driving me nuts. Okay. Wonderfully Miss Jeanette, I started doing this. I used to wear my makeup like this in the 80s. Bright colors and stuff in the inner corner, you know, when Madonna was in and stuff, you know, and we used to do like, they're doing it now, but we used to do like lightning rods on our face and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I was a rock slash, I don't know. I'm just still as confused as I was when I was 16, 17 years old. So this right here, as you can see, it's very, very soft. So these liners are awesome, guys. So what I would do is I would just mark where how I want that line to look. You could also take Pat McGrath's liners. I just saw piece fell. It's that soft. You could also take Pat McGrath's liners and use a brush. See that? You don't want to, you know. And sometimes when I'm doing a wing eyeliner, that's what happens. The liner turns out to be Batwoman. It has a mind on its own. And a pencil, it's easier to clean a pencil, in my opinion. Look at that. Ooh, girl, you look good. Good. Oh, gosh. Now for the second side, the other eye, I start on the outside. I have better control with a pencil. Then I close down because I can't see when this eye is closed, I cannot see. So I normally guess, believe it or not. Right? I just figured this out the other day. What do you do when you want to draw something when you're a kid? You put a dot, right? Or you do something prior to. So now I'm going to go in, Lord help me, with a liquid liner. And this is by, who is this by? This is by Uma. Yes, this is by Uma. It's called Cleopatra ink. Using a brush is easier way to apply liner for me. I have tried this brush right here, the concealer brush. I have tried that with the MAC paint, the pot, the MAC ink in the pot, and I like that too. But it's easier now because I already drew my line. So now I just got to trace it. Instead of trying to create a line, it's drawn. So I'm just literally just following what I've already got on down there. Yay! They look almost like second cousins. Almost. And then the mascara will come on afterwards. Okay? Yep. Yes, wonderfully made. It made it so much easier. Let me take this down. It made it so much easier. Yep. Made it so much easier to do that. In the photo that you saw, it has put some lotion on my hands. My hands feel dry. In the photo that you saw, it has this is the look, except I have pink on the interior of my eye. So let's see here. So now that's the hardest part in makeup. In my opinion, my eyes are the hardest part if I want to do color. Sometimes I just slap on one color on there, but for the most part, that's the hardest part. So I'm going to just put the light up a little bit more so I can see. I'm going in here now. Just cleaning that up a little bit with that brush. All right. So guys, now for the face. So in order for me to do my face, I'm going to have to put these things away. It makes it so much easier. Get this out of the way. And then I'll come back to that later if I need it. I have all my products now sitting on the desk. I don't know how Vicky J does this and how these guys do this, boy. They just so pa-pam, pa-pam, pa-pam. They just done with it. Okay, I forgot to put lip balm on. I just realized that. All right, so the first thing, I have my primer on. Remember, I did that, and I put the primer on my eyes. I mean, on my eyebrow to put my eyebrows. So the first thing with my face, what I normally do, I already have that. So my darkest concealer that I have, I'm going to use that as a color corrector. And I smear it on. I put it here, here, and then under my eye like so. That's what I was telling you. I don't want blue concealer. And this one is a darker color. You see that right there? Cover that up. Then I take my foundation brush, the brush that I'm going to be using. This is an old Tarte brush, right? I let it sit for a little bit. Sometimes I will, while I'm putting the things back, so it sits just for a little bit so that it gets on my skin and it's not going to be moving all over the place. Because I'm wearing mask and I do a full face of makeup every day, I tend to have makeup traveling. And so I don't like it traveling. So that's why I wait just a few minutes, okay? And for those of you that came in late, let me show you what my makeup is what my makeup is being held in. This right here is a tray that I purchased from Bed Bath & Beyond. And what it is, these little handles come out. So if you have a bathroom or a tub or wherever you do your makeup and you need something to sit on, these come out, right? On the side, comes out, and I'll show you like so, and you sit your tray with your stuff in it. Then you can slide them back in, put them under your sink, or move your stuff out of the way if you have very, very limited space. So I like it. So then I just do like this, even on top of my lip, go up in here, pounce it on the side. And for the most part, you can see that the majority of my heavy demarc, like my burns and stuff there, you can still see it. But when I put foundation on, that's going to go away. Pale icy blue and inner tear ducts once, and the effect was amazing. So yes, blue works. Yes, it sure does. So, and when you put lashes on top of this look, but we're not doing lashes today because, yeah, no. I can't. It takes me forever to put them on. Okay, so that's your concealer. Your concealer, when you put a concealer or color corrector, if you're dark skinned, it has to be a little bit orange or peach so that it contradicts the colors. So once I'm done with that, then I go in with foundation. I'm using Pat McGrath. The concealer, of course, is Pat McGrath. So I'm also using Pat McGrath foundation. Shake her up a little bit. And sometimes I use my finger and I put it on and I dot it all over. Today we're not doing that. The easiest way for me to do this right now is I put one squirt, let it run down a little bit, and then I just press it around like so, right? So when you're wearing a mask, you don't necessarily have to put as much foundation down here. I would concentrate on here and the center and here on your forehead, because your mask, I'll take this earring off for a minute, because the mask is actually going to cover all of that at the bottom. Unless you're like me, I have people visiting me in my office, so sometimes I take my mask off, and then when they come in my office, when I'm in my office by myself, I take my mask off. Okay, and If you look at the foundation, guys, look, not a whole lot of difference, right? Not a whole lot of difference. I like this foundation. It didn't work for everybody, but you know, I like this. The foundations I have right now is Givenchy, Pat McGrath, Sisley, Fenty, Guerlain, Anastasia Beverly Hills, and NARS. And I just picked up a NARS, new NARS foundation. I have to do a review on it. I just picked it up from TJ Maxx. Yep. And then normally what I do is this right here, right on my ear, because that demarcation looks kind of crazy when I don't do that. And then up in your hairline. Okay. So, like so. And after I do the foundation, I think I could see right here, but I'm going to be putting contour right here. I'm going to go in. I normally go right in with the Fenty. I either use this or the Lorac concealers. And the Fenty, all I do is 1, 2 right here, 1, 2 right here. And then sometimes I put on my forehead, but I don't want to do that today. I do not let that sit. Normally what I would do actually is I'll put on concealer first. So I'll put the concealer on. This one is the Beauty Bakery concealer. I put the lightest one right here, the corner. The lightest color go in the corner, right? And then I'll put the second color, which is this is a Uma. Yeah, Uma, yeah. And these are nice and creamy. The consistencies are good. See look at the size of the doggone applicator. Nice and thick and big. And that darker one goes right underneath. You don't have to do all of this. I just like doing it. And then I take the darker one and I put it right down the center. Okay. So while the concealer is sitting, take the same foundation brush. So the foundation brush, you use it to put on your color corrector. And then you use it to put on your foundation. And then on top of that, you use it for your contour. And all I'm doing is I'm pouncing in, but instead of bringing it down, I'm pouncing going up, like so. And look how easy that blended in. Using your foundation brush, go upwards. And then you could take the excess and then just go to the corners of your forehead, like right here. You know, you don't have to do like this whole big dark look if you don't want to. Some people like that. Now you can also reverse contour, and I'll show you how to do that with ease. It's very easy to do. So now that that's sat in there for just a second, where's my bowl? I had a sponge, and this is by Oma Beauty, I think. No, Beauty Bakery, guys. It came in this little egg case, right? And it's called Blended Eggs. And look at that. You have 6 sponges that comes with it. They're cute, right? So I had already wet one. And so I had it sitting in the bowl filled with water. But I'll show you how I use my sponges. I squeeze the majority of the water out with my hand. And then I take a paper towel. Whoopsie. A paper towel. And I squeeze the majority of the water out into the paper towel so that it's nice and damp but not soggy, right? And then all I do now is I'll go in. So I'll do this side with a sponge and the other side with the brush. To me, it's harder to blend with a sponge. I know it seems, it looks good, but it's harder. I don't know why. It just is. Love my Fenty Matte Stick. I finally purchased a La Mer foundation a couple months ago, and it is now my everyday foundation. Yes, I love it too. I love it. I actually really love, I have two La Mer foundations. I have two colors, and I love blending them together, and I love it. I also love all my foundations that I have right now. There are none of them that I kind of just, well, my Fenty foundation, the moisturizing one, I use it as a I use them as blenders. I don't ever wear them by themselves anymore. So bring that down. So when you're putting on your how do you say, your under eye concealer, right? You want to bring it down right here around the corner of your nose and also on the corner of your mouth. Okay? You don't have to add any more if you don't want to. I'm going to come in closer. I don't even think you can see it because of the lighting and but when I look like this, you see the difference, the delineation, right? You see the shadow on my face and all of that. So once this is done, what I normally do is I go back with my foundation brush that has that contour and foundation on it, and any marking, heavy marking, I just go right on top of it. Right? So now we're going to go in the other side. We're going to use the brush. This is a very thick, creamy, very thick and creamy concealer. The other thing that you have to do when you're aging, you don't have to do it. The other thing that I do, because I'm aging and my eyes are getting a lot of wrinkles that are settling in, I look up when I'm putting on my concealer, right? And then I don't do this. My motion is always out and down. Out and up this way, and on this side, like so. So I'm blending it outwards. And the brush tends to pick up. Look how easy this is. To me, this is faster and easier. Just me. I'm probably the only one who feels that way. All right? So this, you can see the brush, I have a heavier, it looks heavier, it looks more brightened, not heavier, brightened with the brush as opposed to this side, which is the sponge, because a sponge takes away a lot of your product. Okay? So you hardly see me doing makeup. I do use a sponge, but you hardly ever see me using it. So let's just, and then the center. Okay, now remember what I said, if you had too much blue on. Now you take the brush, right? And then you just gently round the corner right here. Right? Yep, none got on there. I thought it got on there. So far, this is the look. Right? This side doesn't look as highlighted as I wanted to, so I'm taking some of the concealer from over here and putting it over there. And then, of course, we all know you go to the top and the center to highlight your forehead. So to me, playing in makeup is fun. I just like doing it. It's just, I like doing it. There's no, I don't know what else to say other than I like doing it. And every time I use my foundation, the way I keep my stuff clean, powder is kind of hard to keep clean in the drawer. That's why I always line my drawers. Wherever I put powder and stuff, I put paper towels. Let me show you. I put paper towels. So even if it's inside my drawer and I have a lined drawer, I would put paper towels, and then I would and I just change the paper towels out periodically because the makeup will get all over there. And I always think, if I'm moving from this house to the next or something and another woman comes in, you want it to look kind of, you don't want it looking funky and dirty, or you don't want to have to pay to repaint the drawer or whatever the case is. Okay. So now that we've done that, these are self-setting formulas, so I don't necessarily need powder. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with, let me see, I have nutmeg, I also have Cashew, and I have Honey by Fenty. So I'm going to go in with the Fenty. And when you open up the Fenty, I don't care what anybody says, it's a messy product, okay? It really is. How I use it is I go around the edge like so. See how much powder I got just from around the edge. Look at all of that powder I got. And then I tap. And it's a good powder because you can see the powder rising up, right? So imagine this. All of this will be, let's say you're doing makeup for 6 months in your bedroom. All of this on your carpet and you don't even see it because it's so finely milled. And then you just pat. I'm using a Wayne Goss brush. Just pat that on the set. And I bring the lighter powder all the way here because I'm going to go right in, my dears, with, I'm going right in with Fenty Contour. And I have two colors. I have the Mocha Mommy and I have the Coco Naughty. And the Mocha Mommy is a brighter brown, reddish brown. Ooh, I put lotion on my, there we go. See, the Mocha Mommy is a brighter reddish brown. And then so you can see the difference. Hold on. See that? So this is more everyday kind of, for most people, everyday kind of bronzing. This one here is more red, more suited for deeper tones. And I believe there are other deeper colors right now. Hi, D'Angelo. Yes, me too. Me too. Wonderfully Made. I think it's very relaxing, very easy. Very easy because it's a relaxing process. I enjoy it. I really do. I wanted to get one of the Fenty setting powders. They're great powders. Right now, I am using a lot of Cover Effects and stuff like that. I hardly ever use these anymore. It's because we're doing Black-owned makeup brands that I pull these out. But they're great powders. When you're younger, the drier powders are great for your skin. When you're older like me, they tend to make like Huda. I really used to like Huda powder, but Huda made me look like the Crypt Keeper, so I had to stop using it. So now I'm taking a very fluffy brush. See, this is that brush. This is the one that has a little diamond thingy in the bottom, right? And this is by It Cosmetics from the Velvet Luxe line. And I love this because look at that. It moves, how soft that is. And because, see, I've already got, right, my contour going right here. I put a dab of this, right, a little bit. A dab of this and a dab of this, right? Tap, 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 tap. 2 taps, okay? And I just blend it in like so because the brush is so soft. And so you're bronzing. Bronzing isn't necessarily for contouring, right? So I have Natasha Denona contour powder, which I love as well. But this is nice and soft. Yep. So I don't necessarily need blush. Right? Let's see here. Hey, Wendy, I didn't see you come in. Hi, my love. So you've contoured with the Fenty stick, but the bronzing powders, you see, I put it all on here so you have like a bronze, pretty, not too pale, and then you could put no additional powder, mind you, because that thing is just, it's literally got a lot on it. So this is what I normally do all the time. I put that stuff all over. And I think Crystal has a video on bronzing and how to properly bronze and all of that stuff. But that's what I normally do. Now, the other thing you can do to amp this look up, if you wanted to amp, now that we've done this, now we go on the eyes, right? Colored pencil. And this is the blue one. This is the Blitz Blue. And I need to be able to see. I'm just putting a little bit in the corner. That's it, just in the corner of my eyes. And then I'm going to go in with the Pat McGrath. And then I'm going to take that. Actually, let me use a clean pencil brush. This is by Sonia G. And this is the Smudger 2. I don't want the Smudger 2. I want this one. This is a number 3 by Refer Brushes. So this is by Refer. See how tiny that is? Right? And I'm going to go in. Again, remember, Carnival, bright colors because it's costume they're wearing and stuff like that. And I'm going to go in with this color right here. This is what I have in the center of my eye. Right here, I have that color on there. So I'm going to go in with this nice pretty gold underneath. Actually, no, I'm going to go in with a lighter gold, which is this one right here, a greenish gold. So I'm just doing that rolling. I roll the brush in. I don't dig anymore. I roll the product. Let's see here if I can show. There we go. I roll the brush. The light is washing it out, but it's nice and coated. Whoa, don't break on me. Put that down there for a second because that's plenty product. And I have a hard time seeing. So let me see if I can scoot up a little further. Let's see. I'm trying to see where you guys can see. And I'm just tapping that right in the center. And I know when I can't see because it gets down down here. And then I start off in the center and then I bring it towards the front. And it's a little messy. Well, it's a hell of a lot messy. I don't like how messy it is. So I'll go back in with concealer. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I learned this technique from Jackie Einer. You can put powder on first before you put your foundation on. So I'm just going to take the brush, put some concealer on it. And then line up where I want to clean. This is why I use a magnifying glass. Because I guarantee you, if I had used a regular glass, I wouldn't have seen that mess. I wouldn't have seen it. Okay. And now I don't have to reset because I already had powder on. So that's that. I have mascara here. I don't have, I do not have any Pat McGrath mascara. It was too old to use. So I'm just using my Lancome. This is a new one by Lancome, the one that has Zendaya. It's the Lancome Idole mascara. It's okay. It has a curved, see that? It's okay, but I don't have lashes. So that's why I wear so many false lashes, because I don't have lashes. And when I'm wearing lashes, I don't put on mascara first like I used to. But maybe I should. Maybe that's why I'm having so many issues with glue. And I don't put any mascara at the bottom. Well, I'm not putting on any today because it takes me a lot of time. So now the last thing that I'm going to do, I have my days. Some days I do a full face and others I just do concealer and mascara. Yeah. Yeah, me too. How was your day, Wendy? We don't have Carnival, but I usually wear something really colorful for Mardi Gras. Yes, which is about the same thing. Mardi Gras, Carnival. Oh God, I haven't been to Carnival since I was like a kid. So, but only do your makeup on Sundays for church. I do my, yeah, well, I go to the office, except for this week because of the snow, but I normally go to the office. So this brush is the number 19, which is a multitasker by Refer. It is quite dense, quite dense, okay? It's quite dense, but it gets the job done. This is the JUVIA'S Place Sahara Blush Volume 1. And I am going in with highlighter first. I'm going to use Zara, which is the darker gold. There we go. Hold on. There we go. So this is a darker gold, and then this one is the lighter gold over here. I'm blocking you. I'm sorry. This way. I'm learning. I'm so sorry. This is the lighter gold. This is the darker gold. So you can blend both of them together. I love JUVIA'S Place. I love this blush palette. Normally I take the dark one and the light one. I'm trying to get it. There we go. I take the dark and the light. That's what I do. And then I just tap it right here. I don't go back in. I just tap, go from cheek to cheek. Yep. And it gives me a nice glow. And then I go in with my blush. I normally use the NARS Yakio brush, but I don't have that today. And my favorite color in this palette to use is the orange, which is this color right here. Where is it? Right here. This color right here. I blend that with the darker burgundy. I hardly ever use this one though because I'm scared. It's so dark. This one right here. It is so dark. So I normally use these three. So I will tap the orange first, then tap the dark color, then tap the orange or the pink or whatever I decide to use. And then I just tap it on the high points right on top of that highlighter on my cheek. Yep. Can't really see it because the light's washing it out. Let's see. There we go. You can see it now. So I'm learning that when you're on camera, your makeup needs to be a lot more dramatic because then it just looks like you barely have anything on. Draw my eyebrows on. Me too. I draw mine on. Yep. Our yard is covered. The snow, we got it. You know those lights you put, the one that the sunlight, that you use the sunlight to like generate power and stuff like that. We have those in the front yard and those are covered. And that's the first time we've seen so much snow. And sometimes I take my blush all the way up here, guys. I learned that from Wayne Gloss. So yeah, take my blush all the way up here. I don't bring my blush down here. It goes on that. Sometimes I put it on afterwards, but lately I've been putting on my highlighter first, if I wear highlighter. And then I go and I put my blush on top, and then I bring it right here, smile, bring it on top, not on the cheek, but on top, right? And I bring it upwards. Yeah, baby. Girl, you looking cute. I don't even know if people do that stuff anymore. I don't know why I did that in the first place. So now that, see that? Again, you use the pencil first to draw your cat eyes or your wing eyes or whatever they call it today. I don't know what they call it today. That's what I did. I used a pencil first, the Pat McGrath pencil first, and then I went over it with the Oma wing liner, the liquid liner. Thank you. Thank you very much, Miss Dragon. Thank you. Could do without the ice. Yeah, we've got ice that's like, it's pretty bad. It's not as bad as some people, thank God. So I haven't used this. I think I used it once since I bought it. This came with a Pat McGrath kit. This is the Pat McGrath Clear Vinyl Lip Gloss. And then I also have a gloss here, which is a beautiful orangey. Again, I pulled things out that went with the sweatshirt I knew I was going to be wearing. And then I have, this is a limited edition. This is Christy. The color is Christy, right? And then I have, this is also, this came with this kit. And this is a dark color. So let me give y'all some swatches. Oh, I thought I brought the dark color. I brought red. No, we don't want red. We want dark color. Because the eyes with the blue, you don't need too much brightness. So this is the dark color. Ooh, that's a pretty burgundy. I'm going to use this as a liner because I have no lip liner. That's a, you see that? Burgundy color, right? And then I'm going to go in with Christy, which I've used a total of twice, if that. Yeah, twice. The first time I swatched her and the second time I actually used her once. I keep all my packaging because Pat McGrath packaging is just so pretty. Nobody wants, I don't know who throws away their Pat McGrath. This is Christy. And as you can see, my sweater, that pinkish orangey red. Whoops, there we go. There we go. That's a good way to see it. So that's going to go on top. And then I'm thinking of putting the gloss on top of that, but that might be a bit much. So let's see, let's work with the dark color first, and I'll show you how I line my lips with lipstick. So what I do, let me bring this mirror over here. Oopsie. I start at the bottom. That's all I do. No big trick there. I start at the bottom with lipstick. How I line my lip with lipsticks is I line the bottom of my lip. I overline just a little bit, just a tad bit, and then I block my lips together. And then I determine whether or not I want to take it above my bow, or if I want to leave it with my bow, or if I want to go straight across and create a sort of a rounded pout. So today, because it's sort of dark and because I'm home and I ain't going nowhere, I'm going to do a rounded. This is a beautiful wine. Why haven't I been wearing this stuff? And I don't know if I shared with you guys, but I had a medical situation, sort of a mini stroke years ago. And so my face is slightly twisted. That's why you see a lot of times in pictures and stuff like that, I look, let me see if I turn directly at you. I'm this way. Okay. If I look, I think you can see me directly on. When I wear bright red lipsticks and stuff, you can see it. But when I'm wearing neutral lipsticks, you can barely see it. And this is my concealer brush. Clean up just the bottom, because you don't want it to look too perfect, right? Well, you do want it to look perfect, but not like, you know, fake. You want it to look like your lips literally is that big. Mine are. And then, clean that off. And then what I'm going to go in with now is Christy. This pink right here. Now you could use a lipstick brush if you're finicky about colors getting on your stuff. But me, it's not going to bother me. And so I'm just going to go into the center. Like so. And that's how I create lip colors. I literally a different lip color, right? So somebody asks you, what color are you wearing? And you say, Christy, and you pull this out, right? You pull this out. I'm cleaning it off so that we can see the genuine color of Christy. You pull this color out, and look at that, 2 different lips, right? See, let's bring you over here a little bit. I feel crooked. There we go. That's better. I was feeling crooked, right? So now let's amp it up a little bit. Let's put a little bit of, what color is this? This is Lunar Brown. This is the lip gloss by Pat McGrath. This is actually on sale. I think these sets are on sale for $12 right now. To go, because I'm wearing pink. See, it looks more pink, right? So we could take off the liner. We could take it out, but the lip is actually going well with the eye. In real life, it's transferring. You can see the color, but it doesn't look, whoopsie, sorry about that. On camera, it doesn't transfer. It looks more pink. And I lost my light. Hold on one second. There we go. This camera has been driving me nuts. Okay. I'm still trying to get my light back. There we go. Here we go. All right. Okay. All right. So if you could see, it's sort of, you could see that it kind of blends together. It looks okay together because this is sort of a pinky orange and it changes color. And so let's try Christy by herself without the dark color and see how it looks. Yeah, it is pretty. Oh my gosh, that looks nice. Blot it out. Blot it out. It looks really good. I might keep that. Yeah. Let's see how, wow. Pat McGrath is the bomb. You know what? Every time I start using my makeup and I start playing with Pat McGrath stuff, I was like, yeah, now I see why I spend the money on it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's another look. It's a little brighter. Right? Let me put my earrings on. I think my earrings make my look I'm popping. There's Teresa. I live in Louisiana right now. Oh, okay. That shade is your kind of color. Okay, so yeah. I have to save this video to practice. Hey, Tosh, I didn't even see you come in. Hi. Hey, Melissa. Yes. Hi, Winter Michelle. So, yep. So this is a little brighter. So I would say same eyes, a brighter lip, right? Again, this is, oh, I got to show this color again. Let me wipe it off. That's the other thing that I'm practicing after I use my makeup to try and clean it off after I'm done using it. And this is the color that I have on my lips right now. And then before, what I did is I lined my lips with Pat McGrath. This came in the kit. I had lined it. This color is called Blood 2. So you could probably find a lipstick in this color because I heard that when this limited edition set sold out, she realized that people were asking for the colors. So she created the same colors in lipsticks. So this lipstick came in this limited edition packaging, but I believe that this is Christy and I believe it is available in a regular lineup. So now we're going to go a little, again, we're doing carnival makeup, okay? We're doing Carnival makeup with our black owned, all black owned. So we're gonna go ham now. So we're going in with this nice bright. It's a bright. Let me do a swatch. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. Get the light on that bad boy. Well, not too much light because then you don't see it. That's pretty. Matches my sweater. So I'm going to put that on the center. Oh, that's pretty. That is pretty. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. That's pretty. And they smell good. They smell like almost like MAC. No, they smell good. They smell real good. Yeah. Just in the center. Let's see, maybe if I use the clean that off before I put it back in the thingy. Maybe if I use the mirror to light up. Oh my God. So this is what I have on the center of my lips right now. And as you can see, as I'm turning my hand, this is also just like the eyeshadow. It changes color. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. So let's see here. Nope. You can't really see. Can't really see. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, it's looking nice. Oh, let me try bringing the camera to me. There we go. Got on my teeth. And this is the eye. Why didn't I think of this before? Right? I lined it. I have a hard time lining with liquid liners, so I started using my pencil liners, creating my wing, and then following with a liquid liner. Underneath is blue, Pat McGrath's blue liner, and then in the center is the same color that I have here is right down. No, it's a gold, and then the corner, as you can see, is the blue. And I have 3 blue shadows on here. I have 2 Juvia's Place and 1 Pat McGrath right at the edge, then Pat McGrath here, and then Juvia's Place on the outside. And I'll show you those colors that I used. Okay? Why didn't I think of that before, guys? Don't know. Don't know, don't know. So we started off with the eyes first. And what I used was this pair. This is the Juvia's Place Masquerade Mini by Juvia's Place. I started off with, I wanted to do a carnival type inspired look because I did a pretty look yesterday with pink and blue, excuse me, pink and turquoise, which is what you saw in the thumbnail. And I decided to try and replicate that, but amp it up just a little bit. So I started off with this color right here. And the name of that is called Zola. I used Zola first in the corner of my eye. That's where I started. Then I moved over to Dahlia, which is this pretty blue right here, right? And guys, these things are pigmented. Like I had to take it, the brush, it's pigmented. So if you're using white, if you're using your Sakahudo or your Japanese brushes, use the ones that are not white. Because these Juvia's Place colors, they're pigmented and they don't come off that easily. I'm just saying, okay? So I went in with flat brush. I went in with flat lay down brushes, tiny lay down brushes because my eyes are very small. And I went in there with those 2. And then what I did is I followed up with this. I used the Decadence palette by Pat McGrath. And that's what this is. And I followed up with this blue right here on the outer corner. So I started off with Zola, then Dahlia, and then this blue right here. It's the last corner right here. This one right here. I don't know what the color is called. I don't have my glasses on to read it. I think it is called Lapis Luxury. Lapis Luxury. Let's see, sterling. Yes, lapis luxury. Lapis, lapis luxury. That's what I went in on. This one right here. Okay, that one. And that one is there. So those three blue colors on my eye, and you couldn't tell that I have three different colors on, in case you look. That's how well Pat McGrath and Juvia's Place, in my opinion, the formulation of their shadows are, right? And then I went in on top of that with Inferno is what I wore, what I put right here at Inferno is a shift shaper. They move. All of these move colors. They change. Like 1 minute it looks pink, next minute it looks red. You know, that's kind of how the colors are. And then in the end, what I did, so I was done with Pat McGrath for the moment. I went back to Juvia's Place and I used a nice round, where are you? A nice round eye brush by Reffer. Here we go. Which made it so much easier. And this is one of the prototype brushes. But guys, look at this. It's nice. If you could find a brush like this, nice and round, perfectly rounded. Look how small it is, nice and dense. And what I did is, hold on, now that I learned to bring the camera close to me, it's easier. What I did is I started off by holding the brush here. I rolled it into the color, right? Then I put the brush like so. And I rolled the color onto my eye. Where I wanted it to be placed, I rolled the color onto my eye, and then I take the brush because it's high quality Japanese brushes. Rougher brushes are awesome. And then I just gently brought it in here like so, the color, right? Then I went in with my MAC 221, which is a small, these are the natural hair before they went all synthetic. This is a natural hair brush. I dipped it. The color I use is Burkina. I dipped it in the Burkina, and then I just literally just went in here and did so, like so. That's it, just gently holding the end of the brush, and that was it, guys. Now there was a little bit too much blue right here, so I waited until after I was done with my eyes. And then on the top of my eyes, and then I put on my foundation and my concealer and all of that. And then I took the concealer brush and I just literally just gently brought it around the top right here. Okay. That's all I did. And that is all I did for my eyes, right? The color quality shadows make a difference. It's not the prices, the quality is the composition of the shadows. It truly makes a difference. So once I was done doing that, make sure, and guys, I am such a, I done lost the plastic. I normally keep the plastic on top of these things. I don't know why. I just like doing that because it doesn't make it messy. That's why. I'm disorganized organization. That's what I call my thing, disorganized chaos. So once I was done doing that, then I went in for the face and I used an orange color. Oh, I primed my face. I forgot to say that. Primed my face with Pat McGrath primer. It does pill. I don't care what nobody says. I only use one little drop. It does pill. Don't rub the primer in. Tatcha, any primer that has this kind of, this consistency, Pamela. Any primer that has these type of creamy consistency, when you rub it in like this, of course on your hand, on your smooth, nice, tight skin, it does that, right? Rubs in, no problem. That's how we test it in the store. And then we put it on our face. And all those nice wrinkles and hairs we have on our face, it starts to pill. And the skin cream and all that, it starts to pill. So you press it, you rub it on where you want it to go, generalized area, and then do this. Press the primer in. And when you press the primer in, what you will notice is that it will not give you that pilling in the eye area where those of us that have a lot of wrinkles in that area, okay? You know, I'm still mad that this doggone thing, look at that. Tacky, Pat. Tacky, that's tacky. Anyways, primed with that. Then I went in with this concealer, which is Pat McGrath. I went in around my mustache area, the corner where I wear my glasses. I have bruises. They're permanent. They're not going to go away. So unless I get some sort of surgical whatever. And so I put that on here. First, I cleaned off under my eye because of course I had fallout. So I cleaned off under my eye right here. Then I put on the concealer, the colorful orangey concealer. I used one brush for base. I use this to blend out my concealer as my color corrector. Then I put on my foundation. I dropped it, let it run. Then I took the brush, pat, 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 pat all around, created spots with my brush like so, right? And then I went to the other side and I put a little bit up here. If you are wearing a mask, you do not want to put a whole bunch of foundation down here. You want to concentrate on here, up, okay? And I have burns underneath here, so, you know. So once I was done doing all of that, I then went in with the Fenty, this right here, and I think they're on sale, right? All over my face, I went in with my Fenty contour stick, okay? And I created 2 stripes on each side of my cheek, right? And this blends like a dream. I don't care what nobody said, it blends like a dream. Pump, pump, pump. But when you put this on, you are not doing, don't ever do this. What you're doing is this. Pump, 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 up, 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 up. Everything, if you are 25 and older, go upwards. Upwards and onwards. So it goes up, up, like so. That's it, right? And you blend it out, and then you get up into your hairline and around your eye area, right? So you're creating a contour from where you had already kind of blended out your face. Once you're done with that, then you go in and you clean up your concealer. You have concealer. No, you do the concealer first under your eye, let it set. Put your contour on, do your contour, then you come back to your concealer. I did a sponge, which is by, the brand is, it's the Eggs. It's a whole set of them, and it is by Beauty Bakery, and it's not very expensive, actually, right? 6 of them. And to be honest with you, if you don't want, like I like coverage. If you don't want a whole lot of coverage, you use the sponge. If you want a lot of coverage, you use a brush. And what I use is a Sephora brush, which they were 50% off when I purchased them. It is slanted, as you can see, right? That's what I use. And easy peasy. When you're putting on concealer under your eyes, I know everybody's like, oh, I don't do the triangle. I just put the here. But what I do is I bring my concealer, when I'm putting it on, you don't drag. You don't. I don't. You can do what you want. I don't drag. I press and I go up this way. Up. See that? Upwards. Okay? Upwards. You press upwards, look upwards so that the lines underneath your eye, hold on, I'm bringing the camera to my eyes again. Okay? You put the brush here, look upwards, you press your concealer in going upwards. Here, you bring it down and you work your way down, and then you work the concealer right here in this crevice right here that I have. Okay, unless I get some sort of injection, this isn't going away, and I know that. And so I've been actually researching how much it costs to get the injection, because I cannot stand this damn line on my face. Okay, so you put the concealer right here and around your mouth right here. Okay, that's how you do your concealer if you are my age. Okay, get back into the light. Move the camera back into the light. So once I was done doing that, okay, contour and everything, then I go in with powder. When I put my powder on, and I was putting on, because I'm blind, I use a mirror. This mirror is 5 times magnification. Okay, this is by Simple Human. What it does, what I like about this mirror, I don't want to blind you, is it has a, here we go, this way. It has this right here. So I slide my finger up, it increases the brightness. Slide my finger down, it decreases the brightness. Okay. So that's why I love Simple Human products. So I actually have a, in my shower, I actually have a mirror in my shower, and I glued it onto the wall, and I love it. So when I'm washing my hair and stuff like that, it's a Simple Human mirror. Love it. Okay, so let's see. Fine lines. I'm starting to struggle with fine line under the eye. Yes, it does. I'm telling you, the problem that we have, those of us that start seeing lines, one of the things that I learned, it's a YouTuber. She's in her 50s. Her name is Angie. Hot Flashy Mama. Oh, flashy hot, mama. Mama hot flashy. There's flashy in her name and hot in her name. Hot flashy mama. Okay, her name is Angie, guys. So she sleeps with this wedge pillow and it helps her sleep on her back and things of that nature. But she also has had Botox and all of these other things. I have not had a needle put to my skin. Not one. Okay? It's not being boastful or anything. I have not put a needle to my skin. What I have done is people laugh and they talk about how many, I've had people laugh at me, how many steps I go through with my skincare because it's all topical. Can you even imagine if I got the money, right? If I wasn't buying all these damn perfumes, if I had the money to actually put into getting derma and all of that stuff, because it would help. The injections around your laugh lines or your marionette lines, that's what it's called, your marionette lines. And then there is a product right now that's out in the market to help with the darkening, because those of us that are darker skin, whenever we get the fuzz, it's dark. It's just dark, okay? And then black people, because I've only seen it with black people, we have a tendency to get natural contouring demarcations on our cheek. I already have some on this side. I do not have any on the other. And I've only seen black women and men, particularly men, having it. So I use a lot of products. I use a lot of serums. I do. And I also use a new face device. I have two. It has two heads. I'm about to buy another one. But I use a new face. I was doing it every single day. Now I'm doing it 3 to 4 times a week. So I'll give my face a day. And then I'll do sometimes twice a week. I'll do the whole routine. Some days I do 1, 2, 3 twice. 1, 2, 3 twice if I'm rushing. Okay. But I use a new face. I'm telling you, a lot of people on YouTube it's like building a house. Smoke and mirrors, guys. Smoke and mirrors. When you're building a house, a builder will tell you, any builder will tell you, the beauty of building a beautiful house is hiding all the flaws. Okay? So not all of them are completely honest about certain things. And then they'll come out and they go, well, I wasn't honest with you. You know, I did have a little injection here and I did have, and I'm like, shit, I went and spent all this money on this stuff and you telling me you had injection. Now you're going to tell me that my face ain't going to look like yours. So yeah. Anyways. Let's see, I've heard that sleeping on your back. It does. I sleep on my back. Yes, Hot and Flashy is her name. Yes, yes, yes. The Juno and Company sponges. I do not know. I don't know about that company. I do like these though. And this is all black owned makeup that I'm using today with the exception of my brows, which was by Rimmel. But for me, I actually really enjoy the products that I use today. But let's see, concealer powder, Fenty. Okay, the Fenty powder does dry out my skin a little bit, but I don't use a lot of it. And then I went over my face. I mixed these two. These are the bronzers by Fenty. This is Coco Naughty. And don't get me to lie. Coco Naughty is the dark. No, actually, it's the other one. This one is the bright one. So I use these two. I use the Coco Naughty and the Mocha Mommy. I put them together. That's the fun about makeup, right? Makeup artists don't just use one thing or the other. I am not a makeup artist. I just love makeup. I love playing and dabbling in it, okay? They like to blend. And one of the makeup artists we have on YouTube, her name is It's Crystal. She's pretty freaking awesome. She's the one who got me practicing, literally practicing. When I'm bronzing, you're bronzing your face. This is how we bronze. We bring nice sunlight to our face. You know, like sun-kissed. That's what you want. You don't, bronzers isn't, you know, so now my face, to me, my face looks like I'm on vacation, which I feel like I'm in the Caribbean. I got my little head thing on, you know, I'm ready for carnival. I'm ready to dance to my calypso and all of that kind of stuff. Put the powder on, and then I followed up with JUVIA'S Place right here. This is the Saharan Blush Palette #1, and this bad boy, I love her to death. I put on my highlighters first, then I played with these two colors together in the center. Here we go, these two, and that's what I got, that color, and I absolutely love it. And then I topped it all off with limited edition Pat McGrath. This is a gorgeous color. I don't know why I wasn't wearing it. This is a matte. It's so soft. Look at that. This would, you know what? No eye makeup whatsoever except for a line and some lashes and this nice vampy lip. Child, can't tell me nothing. So I used this to line my lips, and then I went in with Christy, which is from the limited edition of Pat McGrath right here. Okay, and Christy, she is a gorgeous, gorgeous. Christy here on YouTube, our friend Christy, she's also nice and gorgeous. But this is a nice, gorgeous pinky neutral. And on top of that, it turned this color into that original plummy color that you saw earlier. I wiped off the majority of it, and then I just went in with Christy by herself. And this is what I ended up with. I topped her off with Pat McGrath's, this right here. I topped her off with this beautiful orange colored, this color is, I can't see right now what the color is, but it's a lip gloss. You can get this, this comes in those little sets, the trios, yeah. So one more go around for the eyes. I think it looks nice and blended. It doesn't look too choppy, right? Skin, you can still see my freckles. That's what I like about Pat McGrath's foundation. It's not too, it doesn't like clog my pores. So yeah. Yep. So that's kind of in my, hold on one second. In my mindset, I am thinking that this looks, it looks decent. I'm breaking the light. There we go. Bring the light down a little bit. Yeah. The exposure. I learned that word the other day, exposure, when I was trying to learn about my camera. So guys, this is my very first get ready with me. I was inspired actually because I was like, oh gosh, I gotta do some makeup tutorials and stuff. And I know that people, I'm not a makeup artist, so this is just how I do my makeup. And I like the look. I like the pop of color in between the center of my eyes. I just enjoy it. So yeah, I like it. What do you guys think? Get my picture on. Oh gosh, I'm looking for my spectacles. Ah, there they go. They were under the keyboard. I need a bigger desk. What smells good? Let's see. Oh, guys, I almost forgot the scents. We've got Fiore. We've got my absolute favorite, Notorietta. And we've got, the last one is Velour. My dears, my dears. This, oh, thank you, Miss Dragon. Thank you, Marilyn. Thank you, Melissa. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you, Wonderfully Made. Guys, I am going to say, if you get an opportunity to order from some fragrances from, even if it's just samples, it will help these businesses out. Chris Collins is now being sold in Neiman Marcus, but to my knowledge, a lot of these fragrances, I've looked them up. Some of them, I ordered a whole bunch of samples, so that hopefully those samples coming in the next week before the end of. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you. Yes, you should. I think you should. I am telling you guys, these fragrances, I've got some sites up here. One is called Maya Angie or Enya. I need to learn how to, Maya Angie, I think is how you say her name. Then there's Elemental Fragrances. There is also another company called Anoxis, I think that's how you say it, Anoxis. There is also another company called Zavi's, and then Elemental I still have up there. And then there is PM Fragrances. She is actually on Instagram, and she sells her stuff off of Etsy. So I bought a lot of samples. I'm praying that they come in before the end of February so I can do a dedicated video to Black-owned fragrances and give my honest review. But I will tell you right now, y'all already know my love is Maison de Darius, okay? He doesn't have the fancy bottles and all of that kind of stuff, but guys, I got you into Mont Guerlain. Yes! Maya NG. Thank you, D'Angelo. Thank you, NG. Oh, thank you, Methy. Thank you. Yes. So now the lip, the light's coming on. I love the lip too. I do. I am loving it and it feels so good. Putting that lip gloss on top was a really great idea. So I have three. I gave away two to I sent two to Naps so that he can review them. But guys, I'm telling you, this one here leans slightly more masculine, but it's got the caramel in it too. It's gorgeous. Amber, it's got a slight smokiness to it. Velour is the bomb.com. This is my number 3. My number 2 is Fiore. Beautiful. Oh, shucks. So I am close to ordering a bottle of these, and the reason I'm waiting for him to respond, I asked him this morning if he switched out the bottles yet, because I was watching Lulu and what she said made sense. You know, you want to see a fragrance and stuff like that. You want to know how much is in it, where you're at, and stuff like that. And the current black bottles, although they're really nice, I like the new bottle that he had advertised on Instagram last year, right before his release of his new fragrances. And then my number 1 from Maison de Darius is Pink Mahogany. Yes, PM Fragrances is Pink Mahogany. There we go. Yes. And here, D'Angelo is also telling us that Gnome and Core from Pink Mahogany is a great gourmand. Okay. Yes, I definitely will. I definitely will. I will leave them in your description. In the description after this comes off, I'll put them in there. Guys, I'm telling y'all, I wouldn't steer you wrong. 50% oil. Okay, so let me see which one I have. I have a full bottle of this so I can spray this. And I made a sample for somebody the other day, and I'm waiting for them to tell me what they think. But if you like vanille, what's that thing I got? Orchid? Is it Orchid Vanille? Or Kitty? No, the other one with the gold in it. If you like Louis Feline ain't got nothing on this. Louis Feline don't have anything on this. Oh my gosh. This is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I will leave the list down below, but 50% fragrance oils, okay? He has, I think, 3 new fragrances out, Metatonia, Euonia, and one more. I don't know the name, but I already know that I'm going to be looking at, this man is he's brilliant. He's a brilliant perfumer. Brilliant. He just needs like a big company like Neiman Marcus or somebody to, you know, to pick him up. That would be pretty freaking awesome. So again, Maison de Darius, Chris Collins. Yes. So my fragrance of the night, because I'm going to be going to bed, my fragrance of the night is going to be Velour. And I'm going to spray a little, because that's all I need is 1 spray. Tap right there. Tap right there. Well, you ain't supposed to rub it in, but, you know. And I smell delicious. There we go. Thank you, D'Angelo. I knew I could count on you. D'Angelo says he gets a compliment every time he wears Notorietta. I love it. I love it. And then the other 3, Metatonia, Euonia, and Meraki. Guys. You love gourmands. Maison de Darius is the guy for you. Okay, so... Almost. He has almost. Another fragrance that I just purchased is I purchased from another YouTuber and I have another video coming out with I'm just waiting for all my purchases to come in, and I'm going to do a part 1 and a part 2. I'm so excited. But I have 3 of them sitting over there, and one of them I love the bottle, but I've worn it twice already, and I sent samples out. Did I send samples out? I might have. So for folks to give me their feedback, but I don't know. I don't know about it. You know, it's kind of okay. It's truly unisex. So, but it's by Cajal. And there is one by Cajal that I am haunting right now, and I got a sample from Joanne, and it is gorgeous. So I'm telling you, your girls, I'm selling all my fragrances that I'm not wearing, or I don't need backups of, so that I can get more. Yes, I've just learned about some things before others. D'Angelo said he just learned about other things before others. Oh my gosh. Hey, Miss Dragon, I'm telling you, Mongrelon is the bomb.com. It's thebomb.com. It's thebomb.com. So I like Kajal Jihan. I have a sample. I took it to work with me and I sprayed it on and I loved it. I loved it. I was obsessing. I did not need to put more on, and then I have to remind myself I only had like this much left. So it's $190 something, I think, with the discount from Ring 7, but I wanted to drop a little bit, or I'd love to find one that somebody is selling and I would buy that off them, because I don't want to spend $200 on a bottle of perfume. I just don't. Because I've already done that this past week. So I've done my over $200 bottle perfume. I've already done that. So I can't anymore this month. Next month is my birthday month. So I'm anticipating I'm going to spend, I put a perfume budget for myself for next month. And then, because I know I'm not going to buy any Louis, I might buy a Louis Vuitton piece. I'm not sure yet, but because they raised their prices, I'm really hesitant to spend money on them right now, because I think they're gouging in these times where people are suffering and people can hardly, live the way they used to. For you to raise your prices, I think that's unconscionable. I really do. And nobody's talking about that, so I don't think that's right. So if I buy any Louis Vuitton, it'll probably be secondhand. I don't know if I'm going to go into the store, because I don't even think my sales associate that I used to deal with, I think she got promoted like 2 or 3 years ago, because I hardly ever see her anymore. So let's see. I love the Lawton, so this must be awesome. It is. Notorietta is beautiful. Velour is beautiful, and Fiore is a beautiful floral. There is nothing in my collection like this man's fragrances. Nothing. Lunfeline came slightly close to it, but no. I don't know. What do you think? You've got, no. And Velour has like that smoky effect. If you like if you like sweet, but you like more masculine or more unisex leaning sweets, I would say that PSR would probably be, because it's leafy and it's earthy. And when you go on his site, he has the notes listed on there. And I have to say, I didn't know this until I started communicating with him, because him and I, we had a misunderstanding. Well, not really a misunderstanding. I just thought one thing and it was something else, right? And so I spent like one day just chatting with him online. I was talking with him and stuff. And this dude is truly a one-man shop. Just imagine if you have a business, if any of you have a business and you have to get up in the morning, you have to go find transportation to pick up the source of your items. You have to find the items that you need to make it. You have to buy the thread. You have to, everything that he does, as a lot of these Black-owned companies, a lot of them, they're doing it all themselves, to the point like this right here is a hot mess I'm looking at over here with me boxing, because I have already stuff that purchased from me. I have it boxed up and labeled, ready to ship out when I can get to the post office. But I'm telling you guys, this man, he does it all himself. So when you order something, it's not like he has a batch waiting to create. So he's not going to make a batch of something and all of it goes to waste, right? So I think that that's kind of, his name is Zach Nineveh, Nineveh, Ninevah, and he's on Instagram. And when it sounds like you guys are speaking a different language. Okay, so Miss Dragon said, I got some Black Opium not too long ago too. I know it's not your favorite, but I love it. I have Black Opium, the Black Opium Intense, and I'm beginning to like it a lot. I've worn it a couple times and I actually really like it. I like it a lot. It stayed in my collection. It did not, it survived the cut. It survived the cut. Yes, I got some really good stuff. Some of it's a little challenging for me, but I'm learning how to let my nose experience different scents. Yeah, I'm learning how to do that and be okay with it, because if all your perfumes smell the same, it doesn't make sense for you to have all of them. That's it. Yes, my savoir faire. I also bought one from him. the other night because that's all was left. Everything else was sold out. Everything else was sold out. Let's see when's being school. Yes, yes. And everything was sold out from Savoir-Faire. He sold a lot of stuff, sold like really quickly over the holiday weekend. It was like gone. Chris Collins, again, he's in Neiman Marcus, so he was fortunate enough to get his foot in the door. Neiman Marcus is actually profiled. Neiman Marcus and I think Saks and probably Macy's are profiling Black artists right now, Black perfumers, they're artistes. So I think that being said, you know, you're going to expect at this time, I just want them to keep the same energy all the time. I don't think that energy should just be portrayed during the month of February. It's only 28 days, right? So it needs to be portrayed and pushed the entire time, starting with your marketing team and, you know, on your executive teams and stuff like that, because the dollar really, we bring a lot to the table. We truly, truly do. So I have a couple of videos coming out. I'm actually editing one right now. I'm trying to find some space to delete stuff on my phone so I can finish editing it. I tape on my camera. I actually film on this. I film on this and then I take out the card from in here and then I put it in my phone, my old Samsung S7, and I edit on my phone. I need to figure out if anyone here is tech savvy, what can I use? Because I like using the editing tool that I have. I absolutely love using it, but I can only use that editing tool on an app, like a phone, or so now I got to buy a new phone. On a phone or a iPad, and my iPad, the screen is shot. I don't know what's going on. It's got a new protector on it and it won't move. So my iPad, it's really irritating me to think about it. So I don't know how to edit on the computer, but again, the process that I use for editing, I use KineMaster, which I absolutely love. I'm familiar with it, and I love editing using that. So, and I've already paid for the plan for 2 years, so I ain't trying to do anything else. So if you know what I can use to move products from that to the next, please let me know, guys. Put it down in the comment section or just hit me up on Instagram and let me know. I'm trying to get technically savvy and I'm trying to study and all that stuff at the same time. So it's a lot of work for this old head. Okay, let's see here. Valavon talks about, yes, she does. Yes, his stuff sells out very fast and very often, including like his sunglasses and all his like stuff, you know. Yeah. Chris Classic is also good. There's also a couple of female perfumers as well. Did I pull one up? Let's see. I've got Maison de there is that's Nose brand. That's buying stuff. Kimberly New York. That's her name. Kimberly New York. I think she only has one fragrance and it's called Artsy, and it doesn't, the notes seem like there are a lot. It's crushed violet and sandalwood and stuff like that, and it doesn't really speak to me like Maison de Darius' stuff does. And then there's another company that is Circa Fine Fragrances, and they focus more on oils. They're next. I'm gonna probably get a sample from that crew, but I just bought like 4 different brands. The one that I really am interested in right now to see is called Anaxos, and I bought the sample. The samples is currently on sale. You can get three fragrances. Let me put my glasses on instead of squinting. So there are 3 fragrances. There is Apple Rose Leather Tobacco and Resins is in one, and that's V2. Then there is RO, and that one is Sweet Peach, Apricot, Cashmere, Tonka Bean, Sandalwood, Honey, and Vanilla. Then the last one is Opacity, and that has red fruits, sweet resins, rose, cedarwood, honey, and sugar candy. What I'm also going to do is, I don't know if I could put these people's links like freely in my channel. So I'm going to reach out to them and ask if I can do that. And if they said I'm okay to do that, then I'll put their links. So when you go, you don't have to go searching for them. The links will be there and you just click on the link and you go over there. And the sample pack currently is on sale. It's a 2 milliliter sample of each fragrance, and it is a 3-pack sampler, so you get in 6 milliliters for $9. I'm just saying. I'm just saying the others that I purchased, my NG and PM, all of them, I paid like $35, $45 and stuff like that. So for $9, guys, it's not going to hurt. And you're supporting a small business. Elemental fragrances are $180 a pop. Okay. And he has candles, or they, I don't know if it's male or female. I think it's female brand, but they've got 2, 4, 6, 8, like 10 fragrances. You can buy for $85. You can buy all of their samples. It's a sample box, but no, there's more than 8. There's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 14 offerings. I don't know anyone that has these fragrances yet to tell me, I don't know anybody that I look up to right now that owns these. So I didn't buy anything from them. And then Maya Angie, she has a sample set for 20 pounds. And you can buy Maya Angie off of Muse. And that's where I got mine. Muse.com, I think, or Muse Fragrances, something to that effect. So yeah. Let's see, does Black Intiums? No, it doesn't. It actually, on my skin, it smells nice. It stays well. It blends well with Winter Michelle. My body cream of the quarter, because I've been using it since I received it, is Winter Michelle's body cream, body butter. And so my fragrance says, if it doesn't mesh with it, I'm not wearing it. And it meshed well with that body cream. So I think that's why I got a little bit more time on it. Maybe just like an hour, to be honest with you. But it's not beast mode. It doesn't project a whole lot. Again, I am anosmic or anosmic. So a lot of fragrances I don't smell, people smell it. But I can smell Notorietta, I can smell Fiore, and I can smell Velour. I can smell Maison de Daria stuff. That's why I'm telling you it's beast mode stuff. It's really good. I hear good things about the others. I bought a pair of his shades too. Very high quality. Okay, I might buy a pair of his shades. I need to get my prescription in it. Oh, I only saw one on the site when I pulled her up. I only saw one. And another, if you guys like fashion, another brand that you guys might want to try is, her name is Ariane Elmi. The products aren't too cheap, but oh my gosh, that's going to be a couple of these outfits I'm sending the link to my husband. So let me put down, is Ariane Elmi. Guys, I found this site today. The clothes are freaking outstandingly hip and sexy for those of us that, we don't want everything showing. Oh gosh. I don't know, D'Angelo, if it's discontinued, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check it out, because I've seen a couple. I think Moody Booze did her line, and I think Valivon as well did her line. It's Ariane. Now, if you're into fashion, guys, check this designer out, Ariane Elmi. I found the site today. I've been literally looking at a lot of the stuff that I like. They sold overseas in Africa. The designers, so it's kind of hard for me to get my hands on it. And I'm just like, seriously, it's not just because they're African, but I am making a concerted effort into small businesses. This year, that's one of the things that I would like to do, because my husband we have a small business, so I want to push into small businesses as well. I want everything showing. Well, the other company that I actually really like, and she is on Instagram, Drea, and her stuff is fabulous. I want to get me a couple of fedoras, but they were all sold out. The colors I wanted were all sold out. And her name is called Caribbean Cowgirl. I believe she's from Trinidad. Cowgirl, guys, this site she's got some really, really nice stuff as well. So you might want to check her out. I love art and all of that stuff, but I'm really digging how people are through COVID, they're like blossoming and getting into their own and getting their own stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right. So guys, that's all I've got for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I am so happy. I'm so pleased. Y'all it's 8:55. We started at 6:30 on the dot. I was on time, y'all. I was on time. That's 2 nights in a row I was on time. Okay. So, we're going to close it up for tonight. Thank you. This is my first ever Get Ready With Me. But I wouldn't even call it that. We were just playing around with black-owned makeup, like the bomb, black-owned makeup brands, and doing some makeup. And I had Pat McGrath, JUVIA'S Place, Beauty Bakery, and what is this brand again? And Uma, UOMA. And that's what I did with my face today. I tried, I didn't want to get my African wrap dirty, so I put on a regular wrap. Yes. Oh, yes. I am so glad you did too. I am so happy that you came out. Wasn't a time I was eating greens. I could do with some of them right about now, to be honest with you. I haven't had greens in like 2 years. I'm watching about you. Oh, gosh. This is so cool. Oh, thank you very much. I'm about to go wash all of this off and go to bed. So now you guys know how I get that bright eye effect. I just love the purple color. I just do. So tonight, I meant to tell y'all, I have a video coming out tomorrow. It is premiering at 11 a.m. Please check it out. Sometimes when I'm on my phone or on my laptop, my doggone chat don't come up. So I'm going to try and be up on time. I know I'm not going to go to bed until 6 o'clock in the morning, but I'm going to be up so we can chat a little bit. It's a short video. Apparently everybody's thinking the same thing because I put my video up last night and then this morning I saw 2 YouTubers did the same thing. Sheree did one and then somebody else did one. And what the video is about is layering. Okay. And then I have some other videos in the works, some tags and stuff. So I'm trying to put the content out there. If it's stuff that you guys are not interested in, let me know. Because I don't want to be doing stuff just to be doing it because Pam wants to do it. I want to do stuff for you guys. I want to do stuff you think that people want to see. AI did a great short video today. I was really happy when I saw that video. I loved it. So go check out her channel, guys. It was on how to look rich, what you want to do to look rich and stuff, so I get it, but not all of us have, that kind of access, to be buying expensive fragrances or to be buying expensive clothes and stuff, but you don't need to buy a whole bunch of clothes, I just want, nice, I want nice stuff. I'm in fatigues, 14, 15 hours a day. So anyways, guys, good night, my loves. I will chat with y'all later. Please don't forget 11 o'clock tomorrow. Check it out. If you miss it, please watch in the replay. All right. And I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you for the moon and back. Mwah. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.